During the Web Fundamentals class, we're going to spend a lot of time in File Manager. File Manager has several different options: the home directory, web root, which is public_HTML www, public FTP root, and your document root folder. We will typically be going into the web root, and we can skip this question and always go to this directory. That'll save you a little bit of time in the future. So this is a account that was just created, and when you create a new subdomain, the cPanel account for Mary Student, it comes with a bunch of stuff in it. You have mail, which we aren't going to use very much. You have etc., which is empty. You have public FTP, which lets you get incoming files. We're not going to work with that much. You have a temp file, and you have public HTML. This is where all of our websites will go. And you can have multiple websites here, and we will. We're going to create two new directories in this folder. So we're going to create a new folder, which we're going to call Web 105. And I'm going to hit Create New Folder. It will be created inside of public_HTML. We're also going to create a new folder, which we're going to call Private. And this one, I'm going to show you how to put some security settings on. When you have the private folder selected, you'll notice that it reverses and the color for the font turns white and your background turns blue. You can right-click on this and you can choose to password protect the account. There is more security that you can get into, but we're just going to password protect this. We're going to again call it private, which is the same name as the directory. We're going to create a username called user. This is not highly secure. My password is going to be password. Now, when you're doing this, I actually want you to create a username called, well, let's do it this way. Create a username called Mary, because you're going to have to hand this in, and then you're going to create a password for it, and we're going to use the password JavaScript, JAVASCRIPT, all lowercase, and you need to use this one so that I know what to check when I'm checking into it. Even if you're using if you're taking this class from another instructor, they'll probably still use the username of Mary and the password of JavaScript, just so that whenever we check the student work to see if you applied the password, it's the same one. So we're going to choose Add or Modify the Authorized User. And now we can go out to our website. So our website is marystudent.mccdgm.net, and you'll see the directories that I created are here. If I go into Web 105, there's nothing there. If I go into private, there's nothing there. Now let's try and make sure I did that right, because I should have. Okay, so we have a user in here, and I didn't hit password protect this directory. So we're going to hit private, and then we're going to hit save. So I missed a step. Okay, now if I go to marystudent.mccdgm.net, it doesn't even show up here because it's private. If I do the /private, it will ask for my username, Mary, JavaScript, and I can go into that. And I'm going to choose no on that one. Now, there's nothing in here, but you'll notice it doesn't even show up in the major directory. You may be wondering why you would want to do that, and the reason that you would want to do that is because there are times when you're going to be working on for a client, and you'll want to have a website that hasn't been published for the world to see yet. But you'll want your client to be able to test it, so you can give them the username and password. There's other reasons you'd want to do that. Also, you have the option in this class, if you want to make your work private where the world can't see it unless you give a password, you can do that for your whole directory for this class. so long as you let your instructor know what your username and password will be, and you'll actually have to hand that in with each assignment because we won't remember. You'll just, when you provide the link in the comments, put, please, here's your username and password. So if you don't want what we're doing going forward in the class to be publicly available, you'll password protect it in this way. That is completely up to you. You must publish your stuff on the internet, but we can protect it so you require a password to see it.